But yeah, feetpix. I saw that on Mintify. I clicked on one thing. Like, I fucking hate feet. Like, in general. Like, in general, I hate feet. I don't understand the whole, like, obsession with feet. And so when I clicked on that and, like, looked at the listings, I, like, physically was just like, fuck no, I'll never buy this. And if this pumps, I'm going to be pissed.
Well,
Because I saw it minting. And I was like, nah.
what was mint price?
I forget, but, like, on the main, it was cheap as fuck. Probably like 0.005, something like that.
Damn.
Yeah,
That is. Oh, well, it's like a 5x. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I need to mint more. I don't mint a lot of collections.
That's kind of why I like Mintify. You can see like what is instantly minting, and like
But
you
it's
can
also a
see
higher
different things.
risk, for sure.
Yeah, because I saw the Ghost Buddy ones too. I saw those mint. Didn't buy a single one. They're at like zero point 0.1. They minted for weight. I think pretty cheap. But yeah, so are you gonna buy a feet pick?
Fuck no. Hell no. I think Mintify would actually be good with. I should tell Evan about this because there's a friend working on a project. It's like a couple. It's like got a couple different security components to it, but one of them is just an API that like simulates mint transactions. It's like super simple. There's a couple of other like extensions that do it kind of well. He said, but nobody is really like integrating with platforms yet. If
It
Mintify has something
does.
like that, might be
It
better
it
to.
does seem like Mintify misses like a few things that pop off, especially in their like real time sales thing. But I honestly really like the platform. Like I kind of just opened it up and it gives you like a good idea of what's going on that day. But yeah,
It seems like there's a lot of noise here still. That's my problem. Like,
in
I
terms
mean,
of
I
like
also just don't know
that
how to
market,
use it. I mean, there's just a lot of shit on here that you can look at within 5 seconds. No, it doesn't matter. In the minting now stuff, there's unlabeled contract addresses, which is not great for users. You go down to the upcoming drops, and most of them don't have information. Like, there's no drop date, there's no quantity. You can see their Twitter
well,
from there, but it's like
yeah,
I
like
can
I
see how it'd
said,
be
it.
useful. I just don't use it, so I
Yeah,
don't. You know,
I
there's
think
there's just my problems from looking at it.
I think it could. It definitely could be flushed out a lot more. But I think like because you have different places to go to, like you get like if you go to the minting now, you can like get even if there's no logo or anything, and it's like kind of sketchy. You can just go on the OpenSea and like get a feel for what it is. Like it has that direct like lead, I guess. It takes you to
Hmm.
where you need to go. You have to dig a little bit more than you should, but yeah, I think it'll be good. What else do we got? The planes. The planes.
The planes are a tough one. Planes don't have enough substance. Let's
What
let's
about
just
the?
let's just
Go ahead.
let's just pull up share screen, pull up blur, and let's sort by 15-minute volume, and then let's
I
just
love,
scroll. Let's
I
just doom
love that
scroll.
tweet. I love that tweet that you had. That was a great tweet. I was like
It's
putting
actually
like,
like not like it's a good way to like get your eyes on your collections. I mean, most of them are garbage, but it's feasible.
yeah. You can see this, right?
Yes.
All right, 15-minute volume. Bringa.
The trick is so you sort by that, and you only stop at the ones that don't have a 7-day change, like number. Because I mean that's just a way to scroll fast and like skip over most of them. Because if there's a 7-day change, then that means that it was launched more than 7 days ago.
Uh huh.
So we want to find younger than 7 days. Like this one right here,
XP4.
Akata.
Kata Elite
That
Club.
is a collection
Okay.
with that. It must have just minted or something. This is just an
Wait, can
Azuki
you still
ripoff.
see? Oh wait,
No,
let's open this up here.
it's not an Azuki ripoff. Go to OpenSea. I don't like looking at. Look, you can't really get a
Yeah.
good feel for the art on Blur.
If I do this, do you see OpenSea?
Yeah,
Okay.
the full
0.032.
AI PFP collection.
No promises, just good vibes.
That's kind of cool. I don't know.
Do
It
you
doesn't jump out to me.
do you take any value in this price distribution thing?
I don't even look at that tab, honestly.
Really? I
Yeah.
always see
Do
this
you?
and like, yeah, I'm kind of trying to gauge like sell wall, I
You
guess.
can kind of. Well, I prefer
Like how many
blur for
offers
that
there are.
because you can visualize it on blur. I guess that's like a decent visualization too. But it's
Wait, where do you
I
visualize
like
that on
the
Blur? The
I
depth?
like the depth. Yeah, click depth and then like scroll. I don't know if stuff is listed too high for this one, but yeah, that to me is a lot better. It's cumulative. You can say like to get to a floor price of whatever that
Oh,
is,
no
point
floor.
0.4, you need how much ETH do you need? You need 0.7 ETH, 0.80.
Ooh,
So that's useful to me, but I don't
that was
really
a
use
call.
on OpenSea. I really just look at like activity or like recent sales. Like for example, someone just swept feetpix
Beautiful.
literally 45 seconds ago.
How much?
And not swept. I mean, they bought 5 of them, just all at floor, which isn't that
Alright.
much. That's like 0.15 ETH, but still.
Yeah, they're up here with 15-minute volume. They're doing almost 12 ETH in 15 minutes. Holy fuck.
Just hope my
That's a
planes do
lot,
well.
no?
Yeah. Wait, is land? Wait, no, that's something else. Never mind.
Captains is the meme
Captains.
thing.
People have been talking about these for a while. It's at 5.5. Are captains is meme lands?
Yeah, I
Actually,
think that's
no.
what's dropping now. Yeah, it's the potatoes.
Okay. Oh,
Land.
that's linked. I didn't know that was linked.
What else we got here?
Base head. People have
Base
been talking
heads.
about base heads for a little while. People are still
Yeah.
bullish on that actually.
Really?
Hmm.
The main one is not
I just don't know
doing
what they
much.
are. Like, what is this?
Me either. I have no idea what they are, but their like main collection, like this is a V2, I guess, and the main collection's like not doing well.
Yeah, I didn't do any real like research on that.
Chapter 1, Old Rock. What the fuck is this?
500%.
Do you even like once it runs 500, like is there really any room left?
No, not really. Not really. And also, like, once you get down this far, scrolling this much, like, 15-minute volume being 1 ETH, like, that could just be one sale for some
Yeah.
collections. Like for rec guys right there, that's literally one sale.
The rec guy. We got into the lore of rec guys for like a
That's
good
just pretty
minute there.
interesting, actually. I think
It
it's
is.
kind of cool.
Yeah. I like them.
I just
but
got
I
in
think
too
they're just
late.
too expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, I found them at like point 0.2, but
Really?
I didn't really dig. Yeah, I just didn't really dig into them at all, or do anything from there. I like saw them, and I saw them pumping a little bit early on. I was like, oh, that's cool, kind of. Like I saw it as like the same thing as like I just didn't do my research. I saw it. I was thinking like, oh, this is kind of like coin fashions probably, but like it's a community. It has a collection. That's kind of cool. And I just
Yeah.
went about my day, and I saw them at like 1.5 later.
I think this is a grill. This will probably hit like 2 ETH floor.
Oh, do you know Tubby Cats? People been talking about Tubby Cats a little bit recently. It's another older collection. These have been seeing some copium about these recently. Oh, they already pumped a little bit. Oh, they already pumped a lot. They already pumped 4x in like a month actually.
20,000 supply is so much though.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's up 130% in 7 days.
Yeah.
Shit sucks, dude. There's nothing good out there right now. I need to find. When I found abstraction, I kind of just
This meta.
knew. Yeah, yeah. Like when I first found that collection, I had nothing to go off of. I was just like, yeah, that's the one. Let's do it. And it ended up working out. But now I still find collections that early. It's just they suck.
Yeah.
Savage Nation. That when someone called that out in a group I'm in, and it did really well, but I missed it. Checks V4. Oh, is that the Jack Butcher thing?
Yeah. I don't know what that dude is doing, but I honestly get bad vibes from it.
I'm surprised that Cappies are still
Cappies are
holding
going
somewhat.
to a 10 ETH floor, dude.
They're
Guaranteed.
they're they're like not doing as like they're not going anywhere, but they're not
doing any.
That's
People in
just one
abstractions,
episode.
there's like one guy in abstractions that shills the fuck out of Genuine Undead. There's decent
Genuine
volume for
Undead?
7 days.
I've not seen that one, I think.
They're not bad, but like this guy was talking about, oh, like they're doing something crazy, and like, you know, they're building like some crazy like community thing, and like the whole white paper's like, we're all about community. Like the whole Medium post was just like community, community, community. I'm like, well, what the fuck does that mean? Like, you're not doing anything.
I hate that word now. This industry has made me sour on so many like innocuous terms. Community, utility. Like, oh, we're a utility first PFP. Cool. Like, what is that? Tell me what that is. Oh, we'll airdrop you something. Cool. It's worthless. What now? I just
Steak.
Steak. Yeah.
Steak.
Staking is.
This,
Staking
I feel
NFTs
like,
is so fucking stupid.
yeah, I feel like once you call for staking, that's the top, and that's why I'm like fucking worried about the fracture.
You buy on the stake announcement. You sell on just before the staking goes live. Honestly,
I think
just because like.
Yeah, I think Renga is going to be a good trade for you. I honestly can see this running.
Renga's gonna run, yeah.
It's going to run like.
I just hope I can catch another. I just hope I can catch a. Actually, let me see how many offers I made because I would like to get filled on an FT5 against one of those.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I really want is a BitBear.
BitBear.
I made so many offers and no one's fucking biting. The floor is coming down. It was at 1.45 like last week. People are dropping these.
Are you making offers on individual tokens or just on the collection?
Individual. I was just trying to hit people that were like recently listing and like maybe they just really need liquidity, you know. But all the holders are like fucking bear, like hoarders. They have like fucking 20. All of them. But no, I think, because you know, I was listening to that Bear Chain like podcast today, and I think, because you know, everyone's talking about the like connection between Ethereum and Cosmos. Like that's like that narrative of like tying those two together. There's going to be one kind of entity that has to manage that and like build that out and like benefit off of that. And
I mean, not necessarily, but okay.
I think that's the case. From what I read on that Polymer and then like Bear shit, I mean, even I haven't looked that much into Evmos, but you wanna?
Evmos isn't that great. Well, actually,
We're more
I don't know
involved
enough
in
about.
Evmos.
I mean, I haven't been keeping up with them recently. I don't know.
But what
where
was
they're
the
at.
narrative though?
The narrative was an Ethereum compatible Cosmos app chain, but it was problem was the ecosystem was really light. It was a generalist like approach rather than having some sort of like novelty use case that makes it worth. Because if you're talking about an EVM compatible like Cosmos chain just for the sake of having one, like
Yeah, what do you get?
that's
out of
fine
that?
and all, that's necessary, but like what it's just a way for you to get to Cosmos then, or to get to Ethereum from Cosmos.
You have to flesh out what
Their
you're
token
gonna do
also
on
fucking
Cosmos.
sucked too. Yeah, you need.
That's
it
why I
needs to be
think
more
Bear
than
is going
that.
to do it. I think Bear is going to do it. Like they are like they're building pretty good. I mean, they were just talking about like cap tables on the podcast. Apparently, they finished out their cap table.
On Barachain?
Yeah.
Someone on the team told me what the valuation was last time I was in contact with anyone there. But
They
this
didn't
was in like,
mention it in the podcast.
yeah, I mean nobody mentions valuations in the first place, but this was in like October, and I'm sure valuation has come down since then. I don't know by how much exactly, but he was talking about 300 mil at the time, which would be something if they could still.
They were.
I don't know. God damn it, dude. Yeah, I mean, probably equity in tokens, probably yeah. But well, actually, I don't know because Bearchain has a tri-token model, so maybe not. One of my friends, one of my founder friends, just PM me saying he slept feetpix. So and he's like a pretty fucking smart guy too. Honestly, he's way smarter than I am. But I don't know how he does. He's in the late.
Wait, did you just watch that sweep live here a second
No,
ago?
he told me. He messaged me. I think it might have been the
Was
same
that
sweep.
the
I don't know.
one?
Let me see.
You said someone grabbed 5 off the floor, right?
Yeah. That might have been him. Because he liked my tweet a while ago. No, he just did it. Maybe. Is this his wallet? Did he create a burner just to do this? Damn.
I mean, the cost is low. I mean, they have ran up, but like 0.03.
Dude, it's a lot. It's done 10 ETH since we started talking about them like 20 minutes ago. That's pretty fucking insane. I'm gonna do it.
Are you sweeping the floor right now?
I'm gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna sweep it, but I'm gonna buy some. I mean, maybe I'll buy like. Problem is, I just made that shitty Skies trade. I don't wanna.
Yeah, I know.
And like, it just feels wrong. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's one with a 69. Yo, this one's a grail. I might buy this one now. Dude, I can't stand this. I can't even look at this fucking thing. Do you see this?
No, you're not
the
sharing.
69 on the scale.
69.
Like there's a weight scale that.
Oh yeah. It just went up. Yeah.
10,000 of them though. See, like satisfy your deepest and darkest fantasy. Like, come the fuck on. This is. Dude, someone grabbed it. Did you just fucking grab it live?
No.
Someone's grabbing these, dude. I think we should.
Dude, the volume's pretty crazy. It's a Sunday night, and people are on here buying this shit.
People are just not stopping with it though.
I'm doing it. Oh, somebody listed.
They're $30.
That's kind of crazy. $30.
They're going though, like we're live in front of our faces right now.
All right, I'm sweeping.
I'm gonna grab like 3 of them.
Keep watching that. Daniel, this guy literally, he used my blur
Holy
15-minute shit post to inform a trade, and he's up 50%, just like that.
On what?
I'm buying on the feetpix.
On feetpix? Dude, you
Yeah.
can't even. I can't even get them from
joke,
my
dude.
cart. I can't even get them out
gotta
of my
move
fucking
fast.
cart. They're moving
You gotta move
fast
fast.
as fuck.
He said if I'm getting if if I get a 4x on these, I'll throw you some profits.
Nice.
I don't even want it from something like this. Damn, I just tried to buy 10 and 6 of them failed. I just wasted so much. Just kidding, 9 of them failed. I just wasted so much money on gas.
These are probably gonna fail. I'm not even gonna do this after retyping my fucking. Dude, it's just getting swept.
I'm trying to buy 4 now. You have to go. You can't buy from the floor in a collection with this much volume. You have to scroll down a little bit, and even then you're gonna lose. I mean, you're gonna be spending more, but you're also gonna be losing some. It might make more sense to just place orders. Dude, this is nuts. It's a fucking joke.
What the fuck is wrong with this? What the fuck am I doing? I'm on $150 fucking dollars on a fucking feetpix. What the fuck is going on? This shit fails, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. At least hopefully I get the one with the 69 on the scale.
Well, at least I can engagement farm now.
Did I get them? Yeah, I got 4 of them.
You think they have a Twitter? They do have a Twitter. Alright.
There's only 700 people following. This guy made the call that I saw earlier.
Which guy?
His name is PP. He's a Pudgy Penguins chief meme officer.
Oh yeah, he called this collection.
He called this collection like earlier today. I was in a Twitter space with him for Bebos. I wonder what that's doing.
I understand how you have the patience for Twitter spaces.
I do nothing all day.
Yeah, but it's like, why Twitter spaces of all things?
Some people are just like need content for like on Twitter, and I honestly, I get it. Like, should I scoop this Bebo off the floor?
Bebo?
Yeah, apparently they're like, oh no, this shit's coming back down. They've only had 2 sales today, or 1 sale today. Well, I guess we're going with feetpix. Are you really trying to grab 10 of these? We haven't seen like
I bought like 6, I think.
I haven't really seen shit get swept up like this quick.
I've seen it with commies. Just having the same problems. Burned a lot of money on gas. I remember it kind of sucked, but
I could see these going for 0.1 though, honestly.
0.1.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally just we sell them and open tomorrow. I would not hold them any longer than tomorrow morning.
I'm gonna look for a rare one at the floor.
You're gonna buy rare feet.
I'm gonna buy rare fucking feet. Dude, there's a top 1,000 under. Is that 0.03?
Oh shit! That's my Renga. I was gonna say. I'm looking at lending against another Renga on NFT5, but that's mine on there for some reason. Don't want to lend against that. That's for sure. What
Right,
collections do you think are fair game for you for lending?
Right now, I lent out to. I can't remember. I think I tried to lend out to Renga. I tried to lend out. I think I tried to lend out to Miladies too.
I just can't believe people are asking for 90-day repayment periods, like for collections that haven't even been around half that long. Like, who would accept that?
Would you take an ape 90-day fucking like hold an ape for 90 days as collateral? I don't even think I would.
Wait, what?
Like if you were lending out to someone for an ape.
Okay.
For 90 days.
Yeah, I mean apes
Really?
apes are relatively stable. I mean they won't dip 30% without the rest of the market also dipping 30%. But for a Renga,
90 days in crypto is a long fucking time though.
Yeah, but I mean, some NFTs are pretty strong assets, dude.
Yeah. And I guess that's a little too like optimistic, honestly.
You think?
NFTs as assets. I mean, like,
Not all of them. Like
yeah,
five
but
of
like
them, maybe.
just saying that, you know what I mean? It's like
I
an
mean-
optimistic take. I feel like even for apes.
Do you think apes outperform ETH in the next 5 years?
No.
No. Do you think punks outperform apes? Sorry. Do you think punks outperform fucking ETH?
Higher chance than apes
So,
do.
okay. But the thing is there's like a clear in my mind, Azuki's, punks, probably, definitely apes too. Maybe pudgies.
Azuki, 5 years outperform ETH.
Well, maybe not from now because Azuki's have been really fucking frothy recently. But Azuki's
5-year
are
outlook
strong,
is a
dude.
far outlook, dude.
Azuki's are really fucking strong, dude.
Yeah, but how many
if you had to guess-
innovations? How many innovations can happen with an NFT versus?
It's how many innovations have had. What innovations have punks done? I mean, it's first movers at that
Yeah,
point, and it's
that's why. That's
Azuki's
the only
and
reason
some
I
of
give
the
them.
stuff was still early enough.
No, that's the only reason. That's the only reason why I give punks a slight better chance of outperforming.
But you don't think some of these collections have reached critical mass by now? How much volume do you think Azuki's have done? If you have to guess, without going and looking. And ETH, how much
total?
volume do you think they've done? Yeah. It's
15,000?
the floor
20,000?
price is 15 ETH right now, 16 ETH right now. Did you say
20,000?
20,000? Higher,
50,000?
almost 300,000, 273,000. Azukis are strong, dude.
Holy fuck. Really?
Yeah, they've just been slowly grind. This is like my greatest. I knew these were gonna fucking rip pretty much like all summer.
Azuki?
And I was waiting. My target was 4 ETH. If it came down to 4 ETH, I was gonna buy one and I was just gonna seal it away forever. It hit 7 from a top of like 30 in May, and now they're already back up to like 16.
What do you do as an Azuki holder paying that much for that?
Say this. You could say the same thing about punks, about squiggles, about fidenzas, about. Say the same about any.
Punks?
What are you doing paying? What are you doing paying $150 for some feetpix? You're trying to sell it again later to someone to a bigger sucker.
I guess.
These guys are likely doing the same. Most of these guys, at least. There are some who really value the brand behind it, whatever utility it provides.
I'm not expecting feetpix to go longer than 2 fucking days. I'm giving a little bit more leeway to something like Azuki because it's like more developed. But 5 years?
Okay, 5. Okay, let's say next cycle. How about we say that? Next cycle.
Next cycle is 2024, technically, if you're talking halvings. Bitcoin halving cycle or whenever the bull market comes.
A year and a half, 2 years, whatever.
A year and a half, Azuki outperform ETH.
Next peak of the bull market, let's say. feetpix are down, by the way. I think this was a bad trade again. I think we just
Are we buying the top on every fucking thing?
They're not down that much. They're down to 0.2, but I'm down 50%. And I spent way too much gas on this too, so yeah.
We're just live buying tops on every fucking thing.
I've pretty much all the friendship bracelet I sold today. I put pretty much all that profit into skies and feetpix, and it was looking too good right now. That's okay.
I think they come up to 0.04.
feetpix.
That's when I'll start to dump. Yeah. Tomorrow's Monday.
Who knows? What could happen overnight?
Yeah. What else do we got? You're in private market. I don't know if you want to talk about this, but as a private market guy, you're like nervous now. Like, what the fuck is he at?
No. Go ahead.
Are you seeing the AI like shift live in front of you from the hype?
Yeah.
In terms of like
I mean,
private markets?
It's not as pronounced as it is in like social media, just because all of the consumer facing AI products right now are very, very like relevant to where we're at, to what just the current state of like social media and marketing and just what people find interesting. So from a consumer facing product perspective, there's a lot.
Art blocks explorations? What is that?
Friendship bracelets.
Oh, fuck, my bad. I just got that one notification from that Twitter bot. I thought we missed another fucking art blocks drop. But yeah, are you interested in that AI stuff at all, really?
I don't understand it well enough, and I think there's too many. This is my opinion on, like, you could copy and paste this opinion to a lot of different like areas, and it would be just as strong. I think. Like, my view on macro is that it's not worth my time to look at it because I'm not gonna be able to form any reasonable predictions given the edge I have. I'm not gonna be able to get any alpha out of it, and it's just gonna distract from what's right in front of me. Right? I think that applies for 90 to 95% of people who spend all day talking about macro. I think the same goes for AI. Granted, there's people who are more suited to like be an expert there, but I'm not. So,
yeah. No interest in like
you could say
not becoming an expert, but like, have you thought about the intersection between crypto and AI at all? Anything pop in your head that would like make sense? I was just kind of like thinking about it because I hear about the AI shit all the time, and like I'm like, is there anything that I could think of that would be useful?
I've actually been thinking more so, not about crypto at all, actually. I've been thinking more so about, like, I think that the intuitive answer is yes, but I don't know how to go about this besides just, like, playing around with it. But the general idea of, like, just knowing how to interact with AI, how to prompt AI being a very, very valuable skill. I think that's like an obvious thing to say, but, like, it's hard to do without some sort of structural understanding of how these systems work, and I have none of that. Like,
I've seen a lot of that
because I don't know. It's like
a
people
skill
talk
badge.
about definitely, but I don't know that we're like quite there yet with some things because people talk about Chat GPT and like
You see how much
it's
they
cool
raised,
and all.
right?
No, how much they raise?
29 bill.
Chat OpenAI, not Chat GPT.
Yeah, OpenAI.
Okay, yeah, it makes more sense. OpenAI doesn't.
They had 1 million users in 5 days. It was like the
it's
biggest
ridiculous.
record of anything.
But like,
$29
but like,
billion dollars? How do you raise it that much? Like, how do you raise at that level?
I cannot even fucking tell you. I know nothing about those size of rounds. The biggest rounds that I've been involved in have been orders of magnitude smaller than that. But anyways, like ChatGPT is like, how different is it from Siri?
A lot of people are
Like
saying
Siri-
that. A lot of people
because
are saying
Siri
that it's
is
just like
made-
Google.
Yeah, well, okay, it's I think it's better than Google
it is
depending
better.
on who you are.
Yeah.
But like in terms of like the text generation, the prompting, followed by like a sort of conversational like cadence, that's not that different from Siri. Like Siri's made to be short form, digestible, efficient. ChatGPT is made to be flexible, customizable, and like allow users to do with it what they want. So I don't know that we're like, I don't know. It depends on like what the next like user facing products look like, what the next important user facing products look like. But to me, ChatGPT is really useful. It's really cool. It's really fun to play around with. But in terms of like the tech advancing, I don't see it as that big of a jump forward. I just see it as a more usable product than something like Google.
You think anybody comes in and starts selling that narrative to crypto though? Like
The AI narrative?
the like you know, that becomes like a pitch deck, you know, commonality where every pitch deck is like, oh, we're using AI to do this for this trading or this crypto or this that. You think that comes in anywhere? I wonder if there's like any raises for anything like that. You know, trying to. I'm just thinking of like spotting a narrative that is like easy before it kind of comes.
I haven't seen any. Well, I mean, AI tokens have already been pumping since ChatGPT first started to gain traction. I don't know if you know that, but I haven't seen any. I haven't seen too many viable on-chain AI projects. I've seen projects that are Web3 focused or Web3 facing that use AI, but they're not necessarily decentralized or blockchain yet. The problem is that's like some pretty intensive compute power to put on chain. Like, you're talking about two different technologies that are both quite inefficient with where they are right now. It'll happen. Sure, it'll happen one day, but we're not there yet at all.
Yeah. What other? I'm trying to keep this centered around like narratives. What narratives have you come across that you're like thinking about, or I mean, because we talked about the LSD one last week, and that seems to have played out. So you maybe should have jumped on that one.
I don't think I know enough about this one, but I think emerging markets is cool. I know some people working in that area. I don't really know what they're doing. I know what a couple of them are doing, but I don't have a good understanding. I think that's an important one because it's been effective. Like I was just talking to, so I'm going to Argentina in like 2 months.
Banking for emerging
financial,
markets?
well,
or just their involvement in crypto in general?
Just their involvement in crypto in general. So we're talking like Goldfinch, Maple, stablecoin rails for countries with debased currencies, payment rails easily implementable payment rails. I'm essentially talking. I guess this is like not fully encompassing of it's a little bit broader than emerging markets, but it's definitely a part of it.
I've thought about that with the like stable coins in emerging markets where it's like most needed. And I feel like it's one of those things like I was looking into Starlink randomly. And I have a friend who's from Lebanon and like that country's like fucked. And he was basically like he didn't know what Starlink was and I was like, "Oh, you can just get Wi-Fi anywhere." I was like, "You should buy one and put it in your house in Lebanon." And then, you guys will be good because the power just keeps going in and out. I mean, obviously it wouldn't work off power without power, but like the internet is very like shitty there and they have like a farm out there. And then I was like, fuck, like I was looking into the Starlink thing there and you like you can't get you can get a Starlink and you can connect it, but it's labeled under like a level of illegality that like treason is in that country. So I feel like
Really?
a stablecoin payment rails where like they're basically, I mean, I guess if you put the stablecoin in their own currency, yeah. But if you come in with US dollars and like try and set up a stablecoin rail that way, there's no way like that needs a government green light, kind of like how that Starlink needs a government green light to like actually be functional.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. But I don't know. I think if you extend that to like payment rails in general, you can because if let's say if you can offer that for a local currency, a local digital currency, you can also, at least with how regulation is right now, you can also just hold like save in USD and then convert when time comes to spend or convert in batches or whatever and sure it's all on chain, but like the off ramping for those payment rails isn't as like flag raising,
Yeah,
or it is significantly more flag raising than just like swapping on chain.
yeah, yeah. I think that I like that. I mean, I've seen a lot of people talk about. I forget where I was reading, but somebody's talking about some kind of on ramp and off ramp narrative
Hmm.
for me. I mean,
Mm.
I think it's necessary. But what does an on ramp and off ramp look like if it's not just a C5 thing?
That is a good question.
Yeah,
If you find out the answer, let me know.
yeah. I'm not sure.
We'll start something up, raise a couple bill.
I'm trying to like
All right.
imagine what that looks like, but it would just be a like centralized exchange
It
realistically.
would have to be regulated. It would have to be regulated in some way. You couldn't have it be a not centralized, not regulated. Or you could move enough stuff on chain that you could have entire economies on there, and you wouldn't have to off ramp in the first place. Who knows?
Yeah,
Like a NFC payment with stable coins, something like that. Stables to stable.
yeah. All
That's
right.
that's like a cypherpunk kind of future type thing. That's like not within the realm of possibilities yet, I think.
Yeah. All right. That's pretty much. I mean, I don't know if you want to get into anything else.
Now we can wrap up here. I'm getting pretty
Yeah.
tired.
All right. That's it for episode 3 or 2.
Alrighty.
All right.
So